Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
Here we are as Group D. There are Nabila Mahdafikia, Hudre Fitralail, Putri Ramadania, Ananda Galuliani, Almira Fia, and Erlina Widya. Here we are going to deliver our assignment, that is assignment 5, lesson 6, that we will deliver some research question and some variables. Okay, before that, I want to deliver you some speech that there are various that I found in some research, that there are various factors that can influence one's success in learning. These factors can come from students themselves, internal factors, and from outside the learner, or external factors. From within the learner, these internal factors can be gender, motivation, interest, attitude, personality, manner, or learning styles, and others. While external factors can be in the form of demands from parents, factors, schools, and teachers, and the surrounding environment. Among the factors mentioned above, we will focus this research on factors internal, gender, psychology, or physiology. And then here, the research question that we built on the assignment 5. There are 3. The first is there a relationship between gender factor and grammar learning outcomes between male and female students? The second one, do psychological factors influence the result of learning grammar between male and female students? And the third one, do physiological factors influence the results of learning grammar between male and female students? Okay.
Okay, the first gender. Gender also has an effect on learning achievement because gender is a dimension sociocultural and psychology of man and woman. Santrok 2007 and 94. Elliot et al. 2000 confirmed there are some gender differences which are shown from several characteristics. Elliot et al. 2030 states that there are several factors that influence the development of each individual, which interact one with others, which is called biopsychosocial. Furthermore, explained that birth is one of the biological characteristics from the biopsychosocial theory, which in this case can be associated with being born as a male or woman, which then leads to the concept of gender. In fact, the concept of birth as male or as woman sex is different from the concept of gender. But the concept of gender is often used interchange by overlap. Elliot et al. 2146 clarifies gender refers to psychosocial aspect of maleness and femaleness, whereas sex refers to biological maleness and femaleness. So it is clear that gender is a psychosocial aspect of being male, masculine, and female, while sex is biologically female and male. Thus, gender differences are considered one determinant that can influence learning achievement. Therefore, our research question is there a relationship between gender factor and grammar learning outcomes between male and female students?
Okay, the next one. The second research question. Do psychological factors influence the results of learning grammar between male and female students? Okay. For our sister Erlina,
Kumara Padialu, 2006-31 confirmed that there are several individual factors that influence the development of a second language, namely age, anxiety, empathy, extroversion, introversion, and risk taking. Based on several experts in the field of psychology, for example, Bratanta, Amina Ekawati, and Sinta Wulandari, 2011 19, said women are generally better at memory and men are better at thinking logical. In line with this, Kartono in Amina Ekawati and Sinta Wulandari says that women are more interested in concrete, practical life problems, while men are more interested in abstract aspects. Another opinion was expressed by Eleanor McCoby and Carol Jacqueline in Santrop 2007-99 conclude that men have mathematical and visual abilities. The abilities needed by architects to design angles and dimension of buildings is better, while women are better at verbal ability.
Larson, Freeman, and Long 1991, Makobi and Jacqueline 1974, Slavin 1988, in the et al. 2009. At various verbal tasks early on in development and thus maintains superiority, whereas male have more language problem than women. However, so men better at visual spatial task and math and science skill. Statement we have mentioned before, like labeling that women excel in language analysis. However, this contrasted with the situation in my class where the girls' grammar scores were lower than the boys. Therefore, we wondered whether psychological factors influence the results of learning grammars in male and female students.
Okay. For the third research question is, do physiological factors influence the results of learning grammar between male and female students?
Physiologically, men and women are different. It can be seen from the gender identity, body shape, and anatomy, as well as chemical composition inside the body. Differences in biological anatomy and chemical composition in the body by a number of scientists considered influential on emotional development and intellectual capacity of each. Therefore, we wonder is it possible that men are physically stronger than women so that men can spend more time studying that woman? Or maybe there are cases in this physiological field. So our third research question is, do physiological factors influence the result of learning grammar between male and female students?
Okay. For the next, we'll talk about the variables.
Our variables are the influence of gender and grammar learning outcomes between male and female students. The influence of gender as an independent variable, and the grammar learning outcomes between male and female as dependent variable.
Thank you very much for your attention. These are our presentation about the research question and variables based on the case that given by Mr. Harry Mulyono on the OLU website. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.